Hello, hello. Dan and Brian here. Hey, wait, what? Jake, our new G2 advisor, CFP professional that joined the team in August, making his debut on the Tax Out podcast.
Hello. How's it going, Jake?
What's up, guys?
All right, guys, let's do it. We are almost beginning of June. Where does the time go? Hopefully your taxes have been paid and filed and or safely on extension. There are still some folks who fortunately survived the storms and wildfires earlier in the year who haven't hit their tax deadline. But now it's time to get off that hamster wheel and get going on a tax out spring cleaning to make sure we maximize the opportunities for 2025. Brian, can you tell us about a few things you're discussing with subscribers right now?
A great thing to look at right now is your most recent pay stub. In particular, you want to review things like withholding, if you received a bonus, and how far you were into retirement plan contributions. This will help make sure you're having enough withheld in taxes and that you're maximizing your retirement plan contributions, which, by the way, for 2025, the limits are $23,500 if you're like Jake, under 50. However, if you're like myself and Dan, over 50, the limit goes up to $31,000. And if you are between the ages of 60 and 63 only, you're able to do an additional $11,250 on top of that. That's confusing enough on itself. But if you're 64, you can do what I can at 58. So starting in 2026, also the catch-up contributions will need to be made if you're making more than $145,000 a year into a Roth, but I will predicate that by saying that wait for this latest tax package because that may be going bye-bye in version 3 of Secure Act 2.0. So,
excellent. Yes, Brian, great points. It is somewhat confusing. Unfortunately, there's many confusing things that are coming out of Washington, same as it ever was. And saving for restylement, as we call it, is definitely top of mind for most people, especially those folks who can do the catch-up or what I can do, the super catch-up. Jake, can you make your first appearance on the True Success podcast here and tell us about a younger family that just became subscribers and how we adjusted their saving strategy?
Sure, Dan. Well, the greatest impact on your retirement savings really starts when you're younger, like myself, in your 20s, early 30s, mid 30s. So the husband, he comes from a family that really didn't do the best job saving. So he wants to start as early as he can, maxing out his 401k and just stuffing as much money in there as possible, which is wonderful. However, there isn't much thought into what this will do 30 years down the road to his situation when he plans on restyling. The Weiss family, they did a great job saving and accumulated a multi-million-dollar liquid net worth. And she's currently pursuing a career in psychology, getting her master's, finishing up her fellowship. So she really isn't at that point where she's aggressively saving yet. So because they're in a low tax bracket, they really didn't have much of a benefit saving into their traditional 401k because it really wasn't saving them too much in taxes or deferring taxes for later on. So what we did was shifted their contributions to a Roth 401k with just enough money to get that free match, or as we like to call it, free money. Then his additional contributions we made into Roth IRAs to have more flexibility and get that clock started so that they can have tax-free income and retirement in the next 30 years. Additionally, the wife, she's expecting some pay increases over the next few years. So when their income does increase and when they are paying more in taxes, we can adjust their contributions to reduce their taxes and shift to traditional 401k or IRAs to keep them in a lower tax bracket. Additionally, when doing their 2024 tax return, we uncovered that there's actually a renter's tax deduction in the state they live in. So there was an easy tax savings that we can apply without really having to make any adjustments.
That's some good stuff, Jake. Appreciate it. Glad to have you on the podcast and, of course, on the Tax Out team. A favorite tool for our community, helping them declutter, stay organized, is the WMGNA app. Our investment in cutting-edge financial tech delivers a 24/7, 360-degree overview of your finances and secure document storage, all in one convenient place. This empowers you to live our true success formula: great lifestyle plus money multiplied by the time to enjoy it. Ready for a 2025 tax-out spring cleaning to simplify your financial life? Contact us. info@WMGNA. Because at WMGNA Tax Out Financial Solutions, we figure it out for you.